this girl's crazy, she's crazy. And the guy, your enemies, and I'm like,
So what up, guys? Welcome back. My name is Luke, and guys, thank you so much for joining us today. We're back at it again at Primal Spirit Distillery, and guys, I'm joined by someone interesting, a creative as well, and yeah, please introduce yourself.
hi guys, my name is Ayanda Simelane. My thingy, what is it? If you don't know me by now, you should know me by now. Hi guys.
No, that was nice. That was nice. Yes, guys. So she's joining me today, and yeah, it's gonna be a very interesting conversation, of which I don't even know where to start because there's just a lot to be said. I guess a lot to be said, and this all meeting, guys, is inspired by a video I came across on her Facebook page, and yeah, please do speak about that video. Let me not.
Okay,
Yeah.
so guys, I do videos about GBV, women awareness, abuse, and the current video that you're talking about was the young female parents concept that I had.
Yes.
And I was actually blabbling because I had an issue with my child, just like maybe 20 minutes into it.
Earlier.
Yeah. And I actually had a moment, and I was just like, oh my gosh, I'm doing this all alone. Like, and my mom was gone. I think she went to church. So I started being like, oh my gosh, I'm doing this all alone and wada.
As in raising the kid.
Yeah, so I sorted it out, but I still felt that thing of, no, I need to talk about it. So I spoke about it. And I actually touched on the fact that we young female parents we are recognized, but we are recognized as baby mamas. And the definition of baby mama for me isn't quite the way I would like.
Okay, it's not sitting well with you.
Yeah, because mostly, when a person says baby mama, it's attached with drama.
Oh,
So
yes,
it's
I was about
baby
to say
mama
that.
drama.
It's baby mama drama. It goes, it flows.
Exactly.
It's a rhyme.
So when it's baby mama drama, you're forgetting that in the drama that she actually portrays or gives out to you, there's actually a lot of baggage she's been holding on.
It's actually out of frustration, is it?
Exactly. So if I'm going to be settling down with a baby because a guy made me pregnant, and I'm going to stay 4 years into the relationship, and then just in that 4 years, we cut dry. We're no more going towards a relationship now. We start co-parenting, right? Because
Okay.
you do a lot of cheating as well. So when you cheat on me, I stay. You cheat, I stay.
Sure.
See how many baggage I'm holding on to?
No, that's a lot.
Exactly. But now I'm doing it for a whole 4 years. So when you leave me, you're leaving me, not just me, you're leaving me with the child. And I actually made a baby with someone my age. And I'm only starting to see it now that it was stupid.
Oh, really?
It was. Because at school, we used to get people like, no, you should have a baby you should date an older guy. And I always had the concept, no, why would I do that? I'm okay with my age group. Dude, show me flames, man.
You've said a lot.
Show
I don't even know where to start. Okay, I don't even know whether we should touch on the guy or not, but no.
You can touch on anything. I think I'm good for it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I've healed. So, I mean,
Oh no, that's great. So wait, you're in a relationship with this guy?
yeah, I was in a relationship.
Back in high school, is it?
We met in college.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we met in college. And I don't know, we met in college, and one thing led to another. A baby was made. And I think because I'm from a very good family, abortions are never in your head.
That's great.
Yeah,
That's great.
That's something that my mom, even still today, at the age that I'm in, as much as I can panic about getting pregnant, listen, whatever happens, no abortion, we don't do that at home. So that's something that was instilled, So I got pregnant. I told the guy I was pregnant. He didn't run, though. He didn't run. He actually held me down. He dropped out of college, guys. So when he dropped out of college, he started doing his own things. He started hustling, actually.
Okay.
When he did that...
Because the child was coming.
Yeah, I got a baby. He was very supportive. And that's why I said I would never badmouth my baby daddy, actually. But the moment we broke up, everything just...
Okay, what happened? What happened? Because
he cheated. I think he cheated, I stayed. As Begazela, you know, Begazela.
Of course.
You need to Begazel.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Now
You
you
need
always, to
Begazel,
some extent,
you know?
though.
Yeah. So he cheated, you Begazel, we're still growing up. He cheats again. And then you know what happened? He started this thing of like when he calls, like when people are calling or the female's calling, he'll be like, yeah, but you see, I'm with my wife, you know, my wife's here and my wife's gonna catch up, you know, can you just tell my wife that? But the girl already knew that this guy has a baby mama. So it started going to like a habit, you check. So every time it's, why are you following him that time? You know? And then she's like, no, I'm sorry, I'm just his friend. Started being like that now.
Oh.
You see now like you grab spawn a lot. Like a lot happens in a period of just 4 years. So you can try and maybe cheat also, but you also know that it's not gonna go anywhere because you're doing it because he's doing it.
Yes, it's, you're doing it out of revenge, is it?
Exactly. So he's gonna cheat, I'm gonna stay. He's gonna cheat, I'm gonna stay. And then when you get to that final part, I think this is where I needed to start doing videos, né?
Okay.
There's a time where I started realizing that the moment I tell myself that I'm over him, I'm not over him. I just need to wake up one morning and I'm like, done. And that's what actually happened. Because I kept telling myself I would wake up and be like, I'm so over him, man. And then 2 hours down the line, I'm crying, you know. And then when he's calling me, I'm like, yeah, but when we young, you know, and then,
No, it's typical relationship drama, is it? Yeah.
know, and then now, but the baby's growing good. And, you know, the more hate that you develop to the father, it actually, people would make you seem like you're a bad parent for saying it out loud, but it actually goes on to the child. Like when you look at the child and you're like, if I didn't have you, I would leave your father now. Do you understand? You might not say that out loud to the child, but it's something that...
Inwardly, yes.
Yeah,
Until you start acting on it.
You see, and the worst part is that if you say that out loud, you start being criticized. And you're going to hear people say, yeah, man, why you shouldn't tell you? But it's common, you know, like we need to actually focus on, actually, if I never had this child, I would leave the dad right then and then, but I had a child there. So he cheated, I stayed, and then I think when the child was like 4 years, going on 5, now he's on 5, so let me say like 3 to going on 4. When he got to like 3 going on 4, like the relationship started like down. I started working.
Great.
When I started working, I started seeing, nah, I don't need this nigga, you know? So even when I needed maybe something as like food, I would be like, I got this. So the calls started going down, you know?
Wait, so do you think, okay. I've got a question. So do you think you kept him around because of...
Yeah, I kept him around because he was my independence that time.
Okay, you were depending on him.
Yeah, he like I knew for a fact that like my mom would always say, Aksum tanamlo, you know? Aksum tanamlo, tanakolo. So if you
need to take responsibilities.
If you're gonna think about it, like if I leave this guy and I need something small as one thing, like maybe Skatsulo Sengani, maybe the child's running out of shoes, who's gonna buy it because I'm not working?
But it now makes sense. I mean, you actually kept to the guy because you were depending on him.
Yeah, he was my dependence.
Yeah, it's not because of anything else, really.
I needed him. Like he was my solid.
At that very point.
That very moment. But when I started working, I think that's where I was like, man, you know, because now even when you're calling him and you can't reach up to what you want, there's no more drama that you make in that baby mama drama that I spoke about earlier on. There's no more, yeah, but you said you're gonna do this last week. But if he doesn't do it, I've already bought it.
True.
And now the love goes down. Because now you don't need him at all. And you start realizing that life can still work out without him. But now here's what niggas do. If you start acting like you don't need me, it means I can also act like I don't need you guys. You see where I'm going with this. So now I'm going to slack on whatever I need to slack on to try and get you back. And that was what happened with me. So if I didn't need anything from you, then that's how it would end. So hence why I say I speak about things because they've happened to me. And not because, no, I wanna like involve myself with the crowd and anything. No. I'm talking about me, and I'm actually trying to look forward to anyone that goes into my DMs. You know, I'm going through this, and 1, 2, 3 happen, and then automatically I'm like, oh, seriously? And then you see, it's a moment thing, and it's not about something that happened years ago. No, you're talking about what's happening now. You're facing depression now. Oh yes, what's going on? I don't want you to go into my video and say, you spoke about depression, when did it happen? And I'm like, it happened 2 years ago. What's the whole point? Because I'm not feeling you right now. Like, you can tell me, no, ngiyakhala manje. But, you know, and I'm like, no, it's gonna be fine. But I'm not feeling you right now. So
it's not genuine. I'm just giving you something, okay?
Yeah, I want to talk to you because I'm going through it, and let's confirm the pain together. Are you going through the same thing? Yes. What's going on? My baby daddy did 1, 2, 3. There's a girl I was speaking to. Yeah. She's giving birth today. Actually, I spoke to her today, and then just a couple of weeks ago, she's like to me, you know, I'm pregnant, and my baby daddy is doing 1, 2, 3. He got a new girl in his life, and I said to her, what? But you know, the thing is, people are expecting us to be like, no, uzoba right, you know, just wait for him. I don't play that game. No. I'm normally just like, yeah. You know, you've got so much to be thinking about right now. Your family is there for you. Focus on that right now. Is your mom there? Yes, my mom's there. So, do you have solid background, like solid support? Yes, I do. So, this thing is going to happen. And if he's starting it now, just know that it's going to be continuous. So, if he's showing you now that you don't need him, carry on with it. You understand? So, the whole sensitive thing where you try to cry with the person, I don't do that.
It doesn't work.
No, for me, it doesn't. It doesn't.
Wow.
I have to make sure that, like, when I say something, no matter it hurts you, it's the truth.
Sure. Okay, that's a lot to take in. Okay, let's go back. We'll come back to this. Let's go back a bit to the part of the teenage pregnancy. Because personally, I think my memory is all mixed up, literally. We did go to the same school, high school. And in my memory, we were sort of in the same grade. But I'm just realizing you graduated, like, you finished with high school like 2013. Which is like, it's mind-blowing when you told me that. I'm serious.
I'm thinking, because even Chris, we spoke to earlier, he's like, accurate. And I'm looking at you like, dude, 2015. I had Melo at 2015.
She's like, I'm shocked. I'm actually shocked.
I had him at 2015, but I think another thing, I look young. And
you see, that's the thing. I don't know how my memory got mixed up also. Because I don't understand to say, okay, no, we did finish together. Was it a case of teenage pregnancy? As I assumed, because when I watched the video, right, I was like, okay, cool. What was this? When was this?
No, I had him at like 20. Yeah, I got pregnant when I was 20. Before hitting 20, yeah, and then I got pregnant at 20, and then he's a December baby. So I was like 21 already, you see? So hence why he turned 6 now, and I'm already 26.
You see, for you, it's a different case. Because, I mean, you had a mother, you're done with school, you're quite mature. By then, 20, I expect people to be quite mature, yes? You're quite mature, you know what you are doing.
Yeah, sure.
So now let's talk about the case where we're talking about the stats that came out regarding teenage pregnancy, which is, they said about 23,000 teenagers pregnant.
23?
Yes, 23,000, yes.
I saw it on the news.
Teenagers, which is like 60% of teenage pregnancy. It just went by up like 60%.
There's this thing in my mind that I feel like we, as the 20-year-olds, young adults, we fail to communicate on social media about the difficulties that we face with kids. You understand? Because we make it look so simple. Like, social media makes it look so simple. So I mean, I'm gonna post my child in McDonald's, for example. I'm posting my child in McDonald's.
Yes.
Y'all don't even know how hard it took me to let this child sit down and look as sweet as he looks in the pictures.
Of course.
Do you understand?
Yes.
So we don't take those parts. We don't take where the child is falling and tripping on everything and crying because there's no toy in his, things like that.
Besides the child, what you go through as an individual.
But those small things that a child does, those are indications of, guys, it's not easy to have a child.
True.
At all. So I might say, let me have a child now, and I'm 17, right? And the guy is maybe 18, or we are both 17.
No, but do you think don't you think this is a case of hoops? incident? Because I mean, we're talking about 14-year-olds in this. The majority were like 14-year-olds.
Have you seen youngsters? I've got brothers at home. My brothers they give me a headache.
But do you think young teenagers will sit down and be like, let's have a kid?
They wouldn't, but when it's done.
And so I'm saying it's a case of oops.
If it's an oops, it would fall under me saying, okay, I had an oops, saying nomntwana manje. An abortion is, you can consider an abortion. Hence, you have to always consider your, like, what is it called? Your options, right?
Okay.
At this day and age, Mina, if my sister comes to me and says, I'm pregnant, I know my family hates abortions, right? But I'll look at the environment that we're growing in, you know, and I'll look at how moneyed we are, or maybe I'll ask her about her boyfriend in general, and I'll see that everything's going left, and I'll say to her, listen, I'm not saying go do it, but it's either you give this child up for adoption, it's okay, or you
that's the best thing to do,
or you actually have an abortion. There's no chases or anything like that. But consider this, because this is 18 years of life.
Oh.
You know, 18 years of life. And you know, I'm a Pampers now. You'll hear people say, oh, Pampers is so expensive.
Yeah.
I wish my child leaves Pampers. The moment your child leaves Pampers, school starts. School fees is there. Every single week I have to think of lunch. I have to think of, you know, I have to make sure that his hair is on point. So every week of the year, I have to at least have a 200 just saved up for this child to be able to go to school. Do you see what I mean? So just think of all the weeks that are there in a year, and then say 200, 200, 200, 200.
Okay, that's a lot. That's a lot.
You see? And I once told these guys that I was growing up with, I'm like, guys, you know, the whole thing of my child needs to wear Nike is all in the head. Because once the child gets to school, the child's crying because the other child's wearing Spider-Man. I'm making sure my child's wearing Nike and Nike and Nike. But when my child gets to school, it's all about Spider-Man. Do you see how I mean? So you have to consider those things when you sit down with people and say the competition out there is very high. You want your friends to see that you can keep this child. You can raise this child. Just think about that only. Don't think about what must be done, but think about how you want people to see you with your child. That's already expenses.
It is.
Expenses the moment you have a child, dude. Oh, you know, I don't know. You don't know. School fees is shit.
Okay. Back. That's a very interesting one, actually.
School fees. School fees.
And these are just the difficulties you're dealing with on a later stage.
On a later stage, and you know, when people are crying about Pampers, it makes me like laugh because they're crying about something that's 2 minutes. Think about the whole 18 years of school. Every you see now, mine is in grade R. The grade R uniform, he's wearing it just for this year. You understand? So grade 1 needs its own uniform.
A new type of uniform.
Exactly. So I'm at toughies. I'm gonna have to buy them each and every year. Do you understand how far I'm going? That's why I still say, like, every year there's something new that is an expense at the end of the day.
For a kid.
For a kid.
Single mother. Okay. Now let's tackle on this. Back to the teenage pregnancy and the stats we got, right? Which is like during the COVID period, teenage pregnancy went up about 60%, right? And they estimated to say about 23,000 young kids, majority around 14.
I wouldn't say people don't know about protection. We all know about protection. You know, we all know about
protection. What do you think was?
See, I see as well. You know, when you attempt something and you don't know what could happen, you can get pregnant by just sleeping with the guy once, and you don't know that.
True.
You know, and you just find yourself pregnant, and you're like, "What? I'm pregnant." But again, maybe this guy also played a very sweet role in you. That you're like, no, we can work it out.
Of course, you always have to play the sweet role to get what you want.
As girls, girls are always willing to give love a try. You understand? And if it has to do with,
is it only girls though?
I think guys are good at manipulating. I think guys are very good at manipulating. Guys can manipulate though. Guys.
No, I disagree. I disagree.
Equally, guys are very manipulative. And
no, I totally disagree.
Okay, so how would you describe a guy's love?
No, guys do love.
One person.
Yes.
Did you see? You paused. You were like, yes.
No, it's possible. No, even ladies. I mean, can you love one person?
Yeah. Do you wait? I think I was speaking about this to this other guy, and I said to this guy, you know, we can love one person, knowing that there's another one next.
Oh yes.
Exactly.
I can love you out of interest. That's possible.
No, I can love you, but the moment you like step on my left toe, there's
a replacement.
Yeah, always. There's always really a replacement, and the replacement is always above you. You understand?
But that's not love though, because the person
love.
just flopped up once.
No.
Is it not love out of interest?
Listen, it's love. Do you know why I say that?
Why?
Because our nature is to be loved and to actually love, you know. So I can't stop another guy that loves me more than you because you love me, but you're not showing me that best of interest love. So there's that slight doubt that is always there. So you flop, and once you flop, because I'm already used to other guys flopping, like one flop that you do, I'm already like, nah, I'm used to this. I'm running because this is a red flag that I've once seen on my previous relationship. And once I run from you, there's always someone. Do you get what I mean?
Of course, like Chris always says, for girls there are many options.
There are many options, but us girls already know who's next.
Of course.
Definitely. And if I play with a Luke is in studio, I'm probably gonna meet up with a lot of Lukes. Because that's the circle that I'm playing around.
Yes.
Do you get me?
Until you get someone who will introduce you to a higher level.
To a higher level, but another thing is that if Luke is in studio, I'll get someone broadcasting. Because Luke is already exposing me to the whole circle that he's in. Do you understand? So once he puts me in that circle, I'm also being groomed in a way. I'm starting to see new fishes, let me say that. And then you start being like, okay, you start flopping and you slack and you whatever. It doesn't mean that the people that I'm socializing with now are still beneath the level that I was on. You've already groomed me, and just by dating you, your maturedness is already installed in me. You understand? So I'm growing with that as well. My pride is like high now. You see?
You're at a different level.
Yeah, because of you. So the people that are approaching me can smell that the guy that she's with, because of how you treat me, right? And yeah, your odor is on me. They can smell that I need to top my game. I need to be on this level. Because the guy that's treating her this way, you see where I'm going with it. So every time when a guy comes into my life and he slacks, I would stay, but I still go like, if you knew the people that are behind you. So
you would go for someone, okay, based on the whole scenario you've painted. In such a case, you would go for someone who's better.
Someone that will teach me better
than this person.
Yeah, definitely, because I'm thinking to myself, if you are doing this, I don't think this next person would do it. You understand? Because already I don't want to go through it again. Okay,
so you go for someone better. I mean, does it not still explain the love out of interest? Because now you're seeing this person is better.
Out of interest, I need to learn from you. Look, you know, I think I like learning.
Okay.
You know, because even from my scenario now, I dated my baby daddy. He's the same age as me, and the experience that I had with him, you know, and then I went from that and I dated another guy who was still my age. He was very well groomed, but there was still just that thing, you know, where he would do flops. That's why they say indoda izohlezi fema. Men will always cheat.
No.
But
no way.
You know, here's the concept about it, man. You know why I say
I know Chris would fight on this one.
No, but guys, listen. I'm a girl from this Temp. My family is this Temp type, you know. Many wives type of thing. My grandfather had it.
Yes, polygamy.
So it's installed in me.
Yes.
So hence they say Indota will always cheat, but based on how he respects you, you would never see it. Do you see where I'm going on with it?
Okay.
So I expect you to cheat because I'm trying to prevent myself being hurt. But I'm also expecting you to placed
the minute you're dating a person, you already have that room
in my head,
for disappointment
like,
already.
You know what? Men will be men, you know. But I want to see how he's going to respect me. And then if my friends are coming to me and they're like, you know, Muntako was goopy, and And then my man called me at like maybe 8. Maybe they're saying he was there like maybe by 8 till 10 by the groove. And my boyfriend called me around 9. Do you understand what I mean? I'm not even tripping because I never saw a sign of cheating. Maybe he was, but I never saw the sign of cheating. So at least there's that respect. You're going to, I need to call my girlfriend. You understand? Let me call her and drop the phone and go. But the thing is, once you say, my man will never cheat, that my man will never cheat is the problem. You give yourself way too much, like you feel superior, like, only to know that like your guy like cheats, like crazy cheats.
Okay, back to oh man, I don't even know how to hit a comeback on that because there's a lot to say. No, I totally disagree. Women cheat and women do it bad.
I'm not gonna say anything.
No, I'm serious. I'm serious. I'm serious. I think, according to stats, women cheat more than men.
I agree.
You see?
But I don't want this. This is not a problem,
But
guys, women cheat and they cheat better because we're not cheating to show off. That's, we're not cheating
okay,
to show
now we back at it as to who's doing it better.
Women cheat, but they're not doing it to show off. Men cheat and they want to show off.
Okay, I think I will agree with you on that. Yes. Okay, so I think in my own words, I'll put it on this. Okay, cool. Man cheat because, of course, it's a man thing. We want to show our guys that we can get as many, And women do it out of interest.
Yeah.
It goes back to the love thing.
Yeah.
Love out of interest.
And probably if this guy I'm cheating with does it well, I'm definitely gonna leave you.
And the benefits you can get.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave you because he's better. Like, why must I still want you? Because like he's like.
That's a bit painful. That's a bit painful.
So okay, I'm not gonna cheat because he's doing everything for me, right? But then once I meet someone that can do it better, and maybe you are flopping in my life, but there are good tendencies that I see in you. I won't cheat on you at that exact point.
But you're waiting to cheat, though.
Yeah, I'm waiting to see that how long will this go? Like, how long am I going to be complaining about this thing? And it doesn't
But you
change.
already put the plan in order.
That's why I'm saying we
that
always
I'm gonna
know
do
who's
this guy
next,
dirty.
though. We
Yes.
always know who's next. And you know with guys, a guy comes, how
This
guys
is
are.
painful.
But
How did we
you
even
guys
end up
are.
here? Yeah.
No, you guys don't understand this. Your friends are even the ones that are like looking at your girl like, damn. That's how guys are. And you guys don't see that because you are too much of homeboys and, But like your friend looks at this girl and is like, this is wife material. But you go to your friend and you're like, hey, I'm not ready for this. But he's already ready because he can see that you're flopping a very good girl here. And then when he comes to me and he puts his layers, I'm not going to date your friend. But just think of what he says that another nigga is saying. Because he sees your flops. And he's like, hey, don't look. And Luke even tells us, man, who's hey. Do you understand that type of thing? And then the moment he talks about it, I'm listening to him, I'm grasping on it, And then I'm like, okay, so Luke is not ready for it. And then he's like, no, but I'm ready for you. So if your friend can say that,
In such a case, would you
date the friend?
Go for it, yeah.
No.
Even if he was in a better class?
You are putting me on the spotlight. Okay, I think there's a scenario that I'm in right now. I don't think I should talk about it, but because real talk.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Are you sure you want to go ahead with it?
I will because my man is always arms shown on the thingy.
Okay,
I'm
cool.
only showing arms.
Okay, cool.
Only arms.
Is he comfortable with it?
Yeah. So, I'll summarize. I won't go deep.
Please do.
So, I met this person through a friend, right?
Okay.
When I met the friend, I think we only touched up once with the friend, but we met on the same day together, right? I saw interest in the guy. But when we started talking to the friend, or when I saw the friend, and at first at Groove, I didn't pay attention to this guy. But like the next morning, I was like, man, the maturity, the calmness, I'm like,
Yeah.
But I relaxed. You know why I relaxed? Because I was like, nah, maybe it's just, when you look at somebody, you're like, oh man, the breeze of this guy.
It's always like that. There's always
this
someone
guy flopped,
better.
This guy flopped. And when he flopped me, and the friend was already on my phone. But now, you see, here's what happened. Listen to what happened.
Keep those friends away.
No, the friend was on the phone because now I lost my phone before getting this one. Right?
Okay.
So I started phoning everyone, that were close to this guy of mine. I'm like, do you know where he is? I think he has my phone. So that's how I got the friend's number, actually.
Okay.
So
it was not intentional.
No, it was not intentional,
Okay.
actually. So it was saved up on my phone, and then there was a groove going on, a big groove going on, and I told this guy, listen, I don't like the environment that I'm in, right? And I can't get a hold of your friend, And now the friend has been wanting to see me, but now I want to see him too, but he's not there. So I'm actually at a dangerous place. Like I feel nervous already.
Okay.
But I'm looking at the time and everything's not working. My friends are like, no, but we're moving to a different location. So
Different group.
Yeah. So I'm like, okay, let's go. I said, okay, let's go, because I was like shivering of the environment that I was in.
Yes.
If I'm going to stay here alone, whose phone am I going to use to call?
And what if things go down?
So as I'm in the car, I go on my apps. I tell the friend, I'm like, listen, dude, can you please fetch me from where I am? He's like, where are you? I'm like, when we get to the place, I'll send you the location. You know what I'm saying? But you see, the plan was he's going to fetch me and he's going to take me exactly where his friend is, of which he did, actually, So he fetched me properly, and then we went to the location. Dude, when we got there, the guy was not there. But I didn't care. We bought beverages, started grooving.
So you're chilling with his friend at this time?
We're chilling with friends. Like
Okay.
It was the friend and friend.
Not just you two guys.
No.
Okay,
it was a friend and then me. Because they all know she's probably here for the guy. The vibe is chilled. This guy and me are like, dancing.
Oh, chilled, yes.
Yeah. So the guy comes, eventually the friend comes, and then he gives me this thing like, how did you get here? And
who brought you here?
We hug it out. And I'm like, you good? Why aren't you answering your phone? He's like, I don't have my phone. I think that's where I was like, nah, this is not my vibe. Actually, this is not my vibe. It's like,
Oh
nah,
my God.
this is not my vibe.
Oh my God.
And
From that very moment.
Dude, he was like, I've been phoning you the whole time. Since like maybe
No, but you can't conclude from one day.
I was just like, no, this is not my vibe. I'm not his best interest. That's how I saw it. Like, you need to keep on your toes if you want to see me. Okay, so I was like, no, this is not my vibe.
We're doomed.
I'm like, no, this is not my vibe. And then I just, just left him. But we still chilled, we still partied. And the guy went and locked in the car. Now I have to go now. I tell this guy that brought me there, can you please drop me home? Okay, from the trip that we had, he dropped me home, we spoke. That's how it started. We started talking, and I was already like hurtful with the friend, But now you see the consistency that this guy had instead of his friend. It was like, oh, okay, I can vibe with this. So as talking, it actually means a lot, because even now, if I can say, when a person comes to me or does anything, and my mom says, who's outside? She automatically thinks it's him. So imagine if I still had the perspective of, I'm definitely not going to date this guy because he's his friend and I was busy vibing with him. I would probably be single towards December. I'm just saying, I was going to be single. And I'm getting special treatment, dude. Like, I'm treated wow. Guys.
My goodness.
Thank you.
My goodness.
Your sister's seeing my vibe that I can't not date because you flop.
But you know what? I get you. Mm-hmm. It's I think it's all a matter of preference and standard.
You see?
Yes. No, I do get you. In as much as it sounds selfish, and in as much as it sounds selfish, I'm not saying it is, because interests are all different. Mm-hmm. And not only that, you had experience with a couple of guys in the past.
Mm-hmm. You should ask me about the cyberbullying part.
You want to go in there?
My friend did that.
Really?
Yeah, like it was a friend, and it was a friend that I don't know, she crashed by my place a couple of weeks because she used to run away from home, you know,
Okay.
and I wasn't aware of that. But I was crashing alone. I used to stay alone.
Okay.
So she used to stay by me. I had a best friend at that time, right?
Okay.
So my best friend used to like call me up when she's got problems. This girl would be here. Oh, I almost used vulgar. But this girl would be here, right? And listen to everything that was going on.
That you would say.
The time when she left my life, I don't know how she even left because she just suddenly said, I'm going to Orange Farm. And then when she did that, I started being cyberbullied. So I started posting things, and if I'm posting things, I would get like a person like commenting under those things. She's fake. Don't believe anything she's saying.
Under a fake profile.
Yeah, and this person had like 6 of them. So like the moment
What a dedicated person.
she was dedicated, because even at 1 o'clock at night, I'd get like an anonymous phone call. So like when she calls me, like you answer and then do.
Wow, she's serious.
And
This
then
is a
it was-
24/7 job,
you know,
something like
but
that.
now I got her by being able to like swear her, because you know when something happens, there are few things that you can grasp on. No man, this has to be this person. Like this can't be anyone else. This has to be that person. So every time she would send me messages, I'd respond, but I would respond knowing that it's that person. If I would attack her with a lot of things that were actually directed to her, she would get defensive. So I'd be like, it is you. Like I'll write back that, it's you. I know it's you. She's like, yeah. And then I went to her mom, because after she ruined my friendship with my best friend, she went to her boyfriend, my best friend's boyfriend.
Yeah.
And started saying, yeah, they go to Maboneng, they're meeting up with guys there, you know. The guy made me and my best friend break up because he was like, this friend that you call him friend is not good for you. And then she sent me a message saying, like, since I broke up the friendship, I'm coming for your boyfriend now. And then she said that, I thought she was bluffing. Because I was like, boyfriend, you know, I texted back, I was like, boyfriend, and she wrote the full name. When she wrote the full name, I was like, this girl, she knows so much. And then instantly I went to her mom actually. Like instantly I put on my shoes and I went to her mom. I knocked at the door. I was like, listen, your child has been doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'm so legit that it's her. And she's like, how do you know? And I would show her the messages. I'm like, can you just go through this? And she's like, you know, she's got the small phone with her. And even the mom was like, this has to be my daughter.
The business phone.
Now, just imagine if the mom can say it is my daughter. Because the mom didn't have time to say, no, it's not. She was like, my child even makes me and my own mom fight. This has to be her. And I'm like, where is she?
So it's a habit.
Yeah, she's at the clinic and she had babies, you know. Another thing,
Do you think it was out of jealousy though? Because it has to be. It has to be.
She envied me way too much. Because she
It's jealousy, yes. It's jealousy.
And she's got like a group of babies, dude.
A group of babies? What do you mean, a group of babies?
Like 3, you know, she's got like a crash going on. And she's like,
So that's a group of babies. Wait, you describing it as a group of babies? I'm thinking, damn, it's like
no, it's a
colored babies, then black babies, then like
if you are
mixed
like
Indian.
That, it's
Don't tell me.
it's
Like that?
veggies. Yeah, I don't want to put it like that.
It's
but-
different colors.
Yeah. So I think she
Wow,
was
legend.
going through that. She was going through
Legend.
that, you know, phase. So I didn't want to make it a big scene of fights with her, you know, because I don't know, maybe it's depression. I actually got a good heart, and people think that I'm a bullfighter. But sometimes I actually consider a lot of things, and I'm like, nah. So I went to her mom, I'm like, I don't want to fight with her in the streets because I think that's what she wants, you know. I'm just here to ask her, listen, whatever you're going through, can you just go through it alone?
True, yeah, don't involve
Don't
me in it.
involve me.
Why are you jealous
The
of
mom's like,
me?
no, she's at the clinic. I'll give me your numbers and then I'll call you when she's here. And she did that. When I got there, like she's got a baby behind.
Oh, like
She's got
that?
another one here.
Like that? And I'm sure there's another one. She's like,
You know, and she's busy shouting at me. The baby's busy crying, and she loses focus on the baby. She's busy. Then I end up saying, "Listen,
what, black
bring
colored?
the baby." She's calling.
Okay.
Bring the baby. Or even like relax yourself.
Oh my
and then
goodness.
There's a time where I said to her, "Listen, I don't mind what's going on, but I'm really not interested in this whole thing." I think that's what shuts her down. Because the words that I used, I was like, "You like a gum, bro. Like you like a gum in my hair that I'm trying to like peel off.
So unnecessary.
You can't, like, you're not getting off my head. I think those words, like, stung in her because she knows it's like, you were being so unnecessary.
True.
You know? And she's like, no, but you've got so many haters. What would make you think it's me? And she's talking like this, guys. And she's looking at the mirror. How demonic is that? And she's like,
wait, looking at...
you don't even know your enemies. She's looking at the mirror and she's like literally talking to me, but she's looking at the mirror and she's smiling. I'm like, what of this girl's crazy? You know, she's crazy. And like, yeah, you don't know your enemies, you know? And I'm like, what? And people always say to me, but how do you know it was her? But I wish people could see the actions she was doing in front of me. And you could literally say, dude,
it's this one.
It's you.
Definitely in the mirror.
You've got so many enemies, you don't know what to look at.
Man, that's like a scene from a horror movie.
It happened though, and like after it happened, it swept me because now I don't have friends. I probably have that one friend, and I know like if someone can say something, they got it from her, definitely. You know, that's how I'm vibing now. Like whatever someone talks about,
dope.
Whatever someone talks about, and it's like the truth. I know they got it from her, and no one else. It has to come from her, actually.
Which is nice. I mean, it's part of growing, I guess. You have few people in your life because it's a pick and choose. You know who to invite and you know what you're focusing on now. You don't want no drama with someone putting was she even applying lipstick? What was she doing in the mirror?
She was just,
like looking in the mirror.
Yeah, and she's with the babies. You need to make sure that you know your enemies. You know? And then she says, yeah, that's what happens when you mess with people.
Wow.
Then my friend looks at me and is like, hey, man, I'm like, oh, dude. You know when you're like, oh gosh, yeah.
It's crazy.
But she stopped, Like she stopped.
Of course, because you confronted her.
Yeah, and like she stopped maybe 2 days down the line.
After.
Like at night, she sends a message. I don't respond. I was like, fuck no, you know. And then she responded again the next day. I was like, never. And I left it. And then just like that, it ended. And it showed me that it was obviously her.
Of course, I confronted you in daylight.
And your mom even said you were capable of it. So I mean, if your mom changes on you,
that means she was a little devil.
Yeah, she played me. She played me hard. Like she played me. But she used to sleep at my place.
So sorry.
And I was renting.
Damn.
She would eat my food. I want
to vomit it
out now. I want all that food back now. Yes, I do. I want my clothes back now.
No, but now I think I get why she was jealous. You got everything all together. You were working. And you had your son by then. I
had my child by then.
So,
I had like one baby. And when you come into my place, you could like let's say every 3 months there was something new. Every 3 months there was something new. Maybe it's a TV, maybe it's a stove.
Well, it makes sense.
Maybe it's this, you know.
It does.
And then when you're coming in, you're pregnant again, and I'm very, very, very like, why are you pregnant again?
Because the cycle is pregnant.
Like, why are you pregnant again? You know, and she would be like, I think I'm pregnant.
We saw it.
No, but she used to like, she's a bit chubby, so when she goes, I think I'm pregnant, I'd be like, nah, don't do that, fam. Not knowing that she's actually pregnant, and I guess it came across as judgmental as well. No,
but that's not being judgmental. I'm just telling you what.
You know. And then, the baby daddy. Hence why I say to you, baby daddies are very manipulative. Because even with her, it was, baby daddy, ish, you know. And then there's no baby daddy now. Now there's a third one, and she cyberbullying with the third
Indian
one.
Black.
She has one that's like Zulu-ish.
Okay, let's not gossip.
You started with the street.
Yeah, let's not gossip.
You started with the veggies.
Let's not gossip.
But anyway.
Oh, wow. This was wonderful.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming through. I really did enjoy this session. In as much as I was like, we're going to focus on teenage pregnancy, but it took a different.
Yeah, it was a conversation. I told you, I think it's much nicer when, like, you don't have to focus on, one thing or where you give yourself one platform.
True.
I say this all the time. I'm all about the streets. So when a person wants to have a conversation with me, it's an open thing.
It's everything and
open. Then whatever I feel like would educate you, I'll probably say it. Or whatever I feel like it's a vibe, I'll probably say it.
True. It's been a vibe. It's been a vibe.
So I honestly say, like, I don't give myself one platform because I was telling my mom that I want to actually get into radio.
Oh no, that's nice.
Radio,
you fit
like,
properly.
if I can get into radio, I'll do anything. Like, the platform is just, the slot is wow. But now if I say, no, ma, I want to do presenting, presenting
It's a
is
bit
one
restricting,
thing.
yes.
Yeah, it's a one thing. So if I get into radio and then people see my personality on radio, you'll get another opportunity. And then
True.
they keep opening. But again, I always need to, keep composure
True.
and know my boundaries.
Of course. Well, guys, that was it. Thank you so much, Ayanda.
Bye, guys.
Guys,
Thank
we'll check you out. This was a wonderful session, one of many. And, well, guys, Primal Spirit Distillery, that's the place where we
Table
act.
talk.
And table talk.
I nailed it, guys.
No, she
table
did.
talk.
She did. Definitely, she did. So interesting. So. Yeah. I think we could go on for 2 hours, isn't it? Because there was a lot to be said. Well, guys, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like, and let me hear your comments. I would really like to know what you guys are thinking. And yeah, guys, I'll see you on the next one.
Bye.
Ciao.